Now I know the way this looks. This is a trust the process moment. Oh yeah, this is a close-up of the hairline. I was really skeptical on trying this, and I must say this is probably one of the most natural, if not the most natural wig I've ever gotten, like straight out the box. You can't tell me this isn't my real hair. Like, this is my real hair. Now I know the way this looks. This is a trust the process moment. I gotta trust it my damn self because I don't know how this is gonna come out. I always look up the wigs before I actually do them so I can see what they look like on somebody else. And this wig actually looks super pretty on the install that I found on TikTok. Details on this hair is from Kiss Love. This is their kinky edge wig. So you have the textured edges, which is the kinky texture, and then the hair, I also would consider it the kinky curly hair. It comes with extra clear bands, which is what you tighten the wig with to wear it up, and it also comes with some additional lace tape. This wig is a 360 wig, so it's made to be able to be pulled up, and it's also a 13x4 frontal. It is HD lace, I would say, and it blended in with my hairline pretty good. Although it's mentioned that you can wear it glueless, I ended up laying the wig down. I just felt like it looked a lot better for me personally, but you can also try the glueless out. I'm getting ready to tint the lace with the same makeup that I always use. All the products will always be listed in the description box per usual. So let's go ahead and tint this lace. And I like to go all up in the hairline with it so it doesn't just look light behind that part. This wig did come with the ear tapes. And I did a ball cap method. I normally don't do the ball cap method, but I went ahead and did it this time because I pulled my edges out. Okay, I pulled my edges out on the last install I did using one of these. It was a TikTok video, and I already have a pixie. I say this in every video. One of the reasons why I got a pixie was my hair was just really unhealthy, and honestly I've always wanted one. I had a short haircut in high school, but I've always wanted one as an adult, like the mama with the short pixie haircut, probably for the rest of my life. I love my haircut. With that being said, my hair was unhealthy, and then I had a bald spot in the front from tension and doing things. So I ripped off the wig tape off my hair, and I have a low hairline. I talk about that a lot, and the tape was on my hairline and it pulled my edges out. So I'm doing the ball cap method moving forward so it's not pulling out my hair. For this lace tape, it comes already pre-installed. You just pull off the blue piece and then you lay it down. Sometimes it's hard to pull it off, so tweezers makes it a lot easier. You want to make sure when you pull this ear tape down that you're pulling with some tension. So when I go on this side, I'm going to want to pull it down and then lay it. There is one spot on the frontal that's not laying down. It's right here. Yeah. Even with the tape, it's not laying down. So I'm going to take a little bit of spray and put it on the part that's not sticking, which is right here. There is no tape on this part. It's just like not enough tension to hold that piece down. And honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it for the whole middle part because I just want it to be flawless. A little bit of the edge is not laid down good, so I just take the spray and I spray it on the end of the comb. And I'm just gonna dab that on there and use the blow dryer on cold and hot. Like I go back and forth till it lays down. Now for the edges, you really wanna just pull them down. This is what I'm doing. If you plan on buying this wig, this is like the ultimate natural wig. So I'm just pulling the edges down. We're not going to keep them like this. This wig is meant to be worn with an updo style. So it has these plastic pieces on each side that you can tighten up to make the wig fit tight, but it's already fitting snug for me. I don't need to do that. Now with the edges, I'm just going to pull some of them out. Not all of them. Like this is the whole section. That's too thick to me. So I'm just going to pull with the comb a little bit of it down. Because some of the lace still isn't laying how I want. So I like to pull the hair down and then lay the lace this way with the, I'm so clumsy, with the band. So at this point is when I take some hairspray, spray the hairline, and then put the band on. I don't know, it's been just a few minutes. And that already looks better. It just helps lay the hairs down. This is the curl texture. It's almost like ringlets. I did not pluck this wig at all. This is how it looks. And we're gonna go ahead and wet this down. This is the hairline. Now that everything's laid down, and I can't lie, this is crazy. This is one of the craziest hairlines. It looks so natural. You really just gotta play with it so it don't look like it's a bald spot. Water, I don't even know if this is gonna be enough water, but I have water and I have some mousse right here and my unbrushed, of course. And I really want to soak this down. To me, the best way, the best thing to do when you're defining your curls, if you really want juicy looking curls, is to really make them wet. Like really get them wet, comb through, brush through, and let them clump together like this, and then just leave it alone. Let it dry or use your diffuser, and that's going to get you the best looking, juicy looking curls. This is the curls. I love the way these curls are. I'm not a tight curl girl. I normally do not like tight curls at all, but I like these. They look very pretty, very juicy. I just know once they dry up, it is going to be really big though. So keep that in mind. This is basically like taking care of your natural hair. If you don't have this texture or you want this texture or whatever, it would be still taking care of natural hair. You can wear this glueless, but I wouldn't, honestly. I will go ahead and install it regular the first time, and then you could pull off a glueless install, because you really have to set all this and get this shaped the way you want it, laid the way you want it for it to look right. I just felt like with every glueless wig that I usually do, when I lay it down and I mold my edges and do everything how I like it the first time, it comes out better all the other times if I want to wear it glueless. So yeah, this is a close-up of the hairline. I was really skeptical on trying this, and I must say this is probably one of the most natural, if not the most natural wig I've ever gotten, like straight out the box, not even me messing with it. And these are the edges that I have been doing on my synthetic wigs a lot, and even some of my other installs to the people who do those edges that have seen me do them. This is basically what I do, but the difference with this is that they have texture on them. They're not the same texture as the wig. This is a totally different texture, and that's what makes it look natural. Like I mentioned before, this wig is meant to be pulled up because it has this little piece here, this little plastic piece. It's a drawstring. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it for the sake of, because I'm gonna pull it up. And I think there's one on both sides. I can't remember. It has lace in the back, and then that string is what tightens the wig, but there's still some lace showing here, and I tried to cut a little bit, but cutting it, you're at risk of cutting that string that's holding this wig tight, and you don't want to do that. So I'm just going to cut the hair a little bit shorter right around that area, basically giving myself some nape hair to cover the lace. I want to mention that I did get some shedding, but probably because this hair is so tightly curled, you can really fake it. I'm not gonna lie. I would say this is my real hair. I would say this is my real freaking hair. But I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse the curls so y'all can see what it looks like dry as well, and wrap up the video. This is what it looks like semi-dry, still a little damp. I don't want to go all the way dry with it. I just want to let the rest air dry because I am getting a little bit of frizziness. I normally will put some silk serum. This is just hair oil, actually. It's ultra lightweight hair oil from Nexus, and I normally put this on all of my wigs when I finish. It just smells really good and it gives it some shine. Curly hair, it just gives you that kind of wet look without it being wet, and it's going to keep the hair not being dry. I remember we were like so anti put oil on our wigs. Like oil would make your wig oily or whatever, like, or your bundles. Like put some oil on it, y'all. Lightweight oil though. I've been using it ever since. It's so good. But yeah, final look. This most natural wig I've ever seen, really. Straight out the box, no plucking, no bleaching. I didn't do anything except for install the wig. Yeah. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I will see y'all in my next video.